And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our whole society can we remove this sickness from our souls.
Those folks who were responsible have been held accountable.
Develops weapons of mass destruction. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society.
And welcome back to another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask questions, but at the end of the day, who really knows? As always, I'm your host, AJ, here with my good friends Dylan and Michael.
What?
Yeah, so I guess the question to ask to start off this whole episode is, do you believe in ghosts and spirits?
Do you?
Do you guys believe in spooky shit?
Do you, punk?
Do you? Do you believe in the spooky shit?
I get shit on a lot by people who believe in ghosts, and I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh. Where do you sit on this fence?
I like Halloween. We'll just put it there. I like the little kids dressed up in the ghost costumes, and then I feed them some candy.
Someone clip that. Michael likes little kids dressed up in costumes.
And then you just Halloween's an awesome fucking holiday.
I am a firm believer in all things spooky.
Spooky, yeah. Like, my mind makes it spooky and real, and I won't, if my mind says I'm walking down the stairs and someone can come and grab my feet from behind the stairs, of course it's real. Okay? That's about as far as I go into believing in in ghosts and shit,
I'm on the other end of the spectrum, brother.
You're like, if they grab you from your ankles behind the staircase, then they're not real.
No, I mean, I believe, there's definitely someone living in your basement if you have a staircase like that. Like, that's always has to be in the back of your head.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't had an encounter. That's what people say. You need to have your first encounter. I'm like, well...
I've not had an encounter either, so we'll see.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe tonight. Maybe it'll happen.
Maybe tonight.
We'll just say this. If ghosts are real, and I die soon, I'll come back and haunt you guys.
Yeah. I need to learn what to do to piss off ghosts. I need to literally just spit on the fucking grave
you gotta
face
dance,
ghosts.
Dancing on graves, I heard.
I need to do the worst of the worst. Like, try and do a ritual to banish them to hell or something, and so they get all pissed off and stuff, Like, start wearing, like, a cross... No, a cross necklace would probably keep them away.
Garlic.
Yeah.
Garlic? Yeah, okay.
That'll keep the vampires away, but it attracts the ghosts.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think people...
Can confirm, eat a nice Italian dinner before you go ghost hunting, you will get a reaction.
Yes. They will not shut up.
You hear the EVP and it's like, bro, it's your taste buds screaming because your mouth tastes like garlic.
Yeah. But, I don't know. It's a weird topic because, some say you have proof, others say it's fake. There's not really a way to, I guess, disprove some of the evidence that gets, put out. I don't know. If someone shows you a video and you see something in the video, like maybe a light flash or something like that, it could be anything. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to debunk it, a lot of ways to confirm it. Yeah, there's a lot.
Was the mic not?
Yeah, it wasn't picking you up very well, but...
Maybe if I talk from
there
this
you
side?
go. Yeah, that's
okay,
why.
Okay, oh my gosh, yeah. Wow. Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of shit going into ghost sightings, recordings, whatever, blah, blah, blah. There's, when you see a full body apparition walk across the TV screen, you're like, oh, maybe that's CGI, maybe it's animated, whatever. Believe it or you don't. But there is a crippling amount of stories that feed our horror genre on our Netflix.
Well, I think what we need to do to settle this once and for all is go to the Feliska Axe Murder House.
Yes, I want to so badly. And they are booked up until, like...
Ever.
Yeah. Well, they were shut down last year, so everyone that wants to go relive their serial killer dreams.
I'm bringing my own sheets from home, though, because I don't trust the amount of cum that's probably dried into that room.
Oh, I thought you were going to bring, like, plastic ones or something.
Yeah, you don't sleep in that house. That's not the point. You're not going there to have a slumber party.
I mean, I could sneak into the attic or something. They'll never find me. Ever again.
Until they do.
And
Bum,
then I'll be
bum.
dead.
Because he'd be probably smelling after a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Amityville starts with the DeFeo family.
Is that how you pronounced it?
I believe so, DeFeo.
I think I misread it when I first read that name, and I just kept saying Defoe. You know,
Don't bring him into it, man.
couldn't get that out of my head, and even Emma was like, "Oh, is that how that's pronounced?" And I was like, "Probably not, definitely not." But that's how I'm gonna say it.
I like Defoe better.
I did too. I didn't want to call it. What'd you say,
DeFeo.
AJ? DeFeo.
Defoe's one of my dads, so let's not bring him into it. I'm sorry, dude. He was the Green Goblin and the fucking gay FBI agent from Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
So
Dude.
I'm pretty sure we've watched that movie more than anybody.
yeah, less than some, but more than the most.
Yeah, more than most.
More than most.
I think I've seen that movie once, and it was fantastic.
I've seen it probably 14 times in one day.
Yeah. And waking up to that movie.
There
every
was a
single-
firefight. It's like,
Every
oh my
single
God.
day waking up to that movie.
Yeah. Good times, not great times. So anyway, the Defoe family, or DeFeo, god damn it. You fucking dick. That's going to be stuck in my head all day. In fall of 1974, the family of 7 moved into what was once 1112 Ocean Avenue. The address was later changed to keep the girls who write serial killers' letters away.
Is this the same Ocean Avenue as Yellow Card was talking about?
Yes, that's my
Different
word,
one?
and that's not the word of the day.
No.
Damn, I was 100%. I was really ready for that to be it. I was like, dude, we got this.
Yeah, I mean, you had it right. It is a name for word of the day, but not Yellow Card.
Yeah.
The 7 would soon become 1 in a grisly night, but we'll get into that. The family, the DeFeo family, was not considered to be a happy one. Robert Sr. was described as being abusive, overbearing, and dominant. Not by his family, though, because they're all dead.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
Except for his son, Robert Jr., a.k.a. Butch. He was described as young and struggled with a drug and alcohol addiction. He worked at his family's automotive garage, but would often cut out of work early to go sit down at the local bar. And his dependence on drugs and alcohol got worse, and he started lashing out at his family violently. Keep in mind, this is like months within them moving into this house.
Right. Yeah, that is, let's see, what do we say? It starts December 1975?
The fall of 1974 is when they purchased the house.
Yeah, I didn't really put anything against or with that. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Pretty recent to them moving into this place.
Well, so there was an incident where Butch held a gun to his father's head before anything happened in the house. And in the middle of the night, November 13th, 1974, Butch snapped. Butch went from room to room, murdering his family members one by one as they slept with a .35 Marlin rifle, a repeater lever action rifle.
Lever. I like that word. It's not a lever, or is it a lever?
I don't know.
I've always called it a lever action rifle.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's 11.
I feel like I've heard it.
Tomato, potato.
You're right.
It's like wash and wash.
In drawer and drawer.
And hot dog and hamburger.
And potato and tomato. Yeah, no, but so yeah, he went from room to room shooting every member of his family. The murder spree was suspected to have lasted for 15 minutes. There was no sign of struggle for 15 minutes. All the bodies were found lying face down in their beds, shot in the back. The sounds of the gunshots didn't wake up any of the family members. The only sounds the neighbor heard was the dog barking. No gunshots heard.
Damn.
Yeah. I think what they said too is the gun didn't have any kind of suppressor or anything on it.
No silencer, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but
They built some damn good walls back in the day.
It is a pretty small caliber, though.
True. I mean, you'd shoot
And
something
then
like
back
that.
in the day, they probably had, it was laughing plaster. It wasn't drywall. So it was a little bit more sound suppressed than a regular.
But also,
house.
I don't know. Also hearing, was the dog outside? You think was maybe because it was
I
a
feel like a
sheepdog?
.35 is pretty. You'd hear a 22 going off in a house.
I don't know. Would you?
Yeah, I don't know. Or without thinking, it was just something small, like something just some little pop or something, like a
Was
bird
dude outside?
ran into your wall or something.
I don't know where old dude, that heard the fucking dog barking was.
It was not very far from the house. Like it.
Yeah. Was
like,
he inside his house?
Like from
Was he outside
my house
getting the mail?
to. Well, this is at 3:15 in the morning.
Oh.
But he heard the dog barking, but he didn't hear gunshots.
So maybe, I don't know.
But the dog was a sheep herding dog, so would you keep your dog outside back in that? Would they have?
Who knows?
I don't know. Either way, no one heard it.
Yeah.
15-minute killing spree.
Not even the people that lived in the house heard the gunshots.
Because they all slept face down for some weird reason.
Dude, it's almost ritualistic, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Who knows?
That's where my mind went when I heard face down, all 6 bodies face down, shot in the back.
Yeah. It's got some weird shit going to it. I don't know. It also is kind of weird, too, when you think about the family not hearing it. They talk about later, I think he's the one who says, when we talk about, we'll get into it later, but, he tries to say he drugged the family.
Yeah.
But I don't think they found any drugs in the systems of the bodies.
Yeah, no.
So it's a weird, it is a weird little tale there,
How much, Benadryl do you got to give somebody to make them pass out, though? Or would that be to show up in a toxicology report? It's not really that much, but, we used to give Benadryl to my dog when we would go on vacation so it wouldn't bark at people in the hotel room.
I don't know. Maybe it could have been. It's only 1974. There's probably other ways to make people fall asleep.
What, Robitussin back then?
Probably.
Little bit of...
That's just a hard drug to slip people.
Yeah, because it tastes like dog shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
Unless you told them hey, eat this dog's turd.
That was one thing.
They'll make you one with our sheepdog Lassie if you eat its shit.
Yeah.
That was one thing.
Go ahead and do that.
That was really weird. That was one of the weirder things I think about this story to me. That was that he claimed to have drugged them, which is why there was no, fighting
struggle,
back or anything like that.
But he also claimed a bunch of other stuff too. He claimed that he had just came home from work. He literally, after murdering them, went home, or not went home. He was already at home. He bathed, changed his clothes into his work clothes, discarded the rifle and his clothes that he murdered his family in, and then called the police. He's like, I just got home from work and my whole family's dead.
Yeah, it says, I I mean, from what it said when I was looking into it, he runs into a bar. I don't know if you read that. He runs into the bar and goes, "Someone help! my family's dead. Like, someone's got to come help me."
Jesus.
He goes, okay, this is, and I don't know if this is direct quote, but this is what they have him quoted saying. Is he runs to the bar and says, "You got to help me. I think my mother and father are shot." And it's like, really? I mean, did you see them shot? Like, you think they're shot, or you know they're shot? How do you think someone shot?
Their blood's covering their bed sheets, and there's a seemingly mediocre hole in their bed sheets, and I don't know.
I just don't know. I don't know. Are they alive still? Like, come on. Like, we gotta go help. Come on, come with me. So then it says him in a small group goes back to the house. So I think it was
5 people.
I can't remember.
They got torches and pitchforks. Like, we're gonna get this Frankenstein monster who shot your mom and pa.
Right. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know why he wanted a group to come, but it says a small group. I don't know how many people that means. Really weird that you're gonna bring a small group. Like, yo, my parents are dead in my house. You guys want to see some dead bodies? Like. But apparently one of his friends, calls the cops right away. And, I think that's weird. I would be the first person to call the cops, Don't be the second person to call the cops on your murder,
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. That's just like, oh, you didn't think about calling us, son? Oh, well, I didn't know if they were actually shot or not.
My landline was disconnected.
I didn't know. They looked dead, but I didn't know.
He should have called the cops and then ran to the bar, called the cops. Oh, they didn't have cell phones. Called the cops, ran to the bar, and then got the group of people, and then came back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, call the cops first. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Imagine the police reports like, yeah, there's this large gathering of people outside of my neighbor's house.
Yeah.
You guys want to check that out? And the cops show up. They're like, "What are you guys here for?" And Butch is just like, "I think my mom and pa got shot. I'm not really sure though."
Did you see a hole in
and
the
then
body?
There's fucking 6 dead bodies in the house, and they're like, "What Jesus the fuck, Christ. Butch?"
Yeah. It happens,
it's like
I guess.
All the family members are dead in the chairs, and the last people in the living room are his parents, and they're like, "Okay, so you didn't notice everyone else dead here on the floor? Your sister's dead right there. You didn't see that?"
They're all just sitting on the couch with glasses on, sunglasses. Weekend at
Bernie's.
It's like one of those L-shaped.
What do you mean? He's definitely alive.
The best person who could get away with the murder would be what's his nuts from Home Alone.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin, because he would just cover the blinds and blast music and Weekend at Bernie's them, so they're in front of the shades dancing and stuff.
Oh yeah.
No one would ever suspect it. They'd be like, "Man, that family's been partying for months now." I don't know.
So Butch would later tell the police that 2 mobsters had shown up to their property earlier that day and put a gun to his head and told him if he didn't kill his family, they were going to kill him. He eventually dropped all the bullshit under police interrogation and said that there were voices in his head making him do it. But the court psychiatrist diagnosed him with antisocial personality disorder and testified that he wasn't crazy, but he saw nothing wrong in killing his entire family. He was sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences, and he died this spring in Albany, New York.
Yeah, that was crazy. He just died in March. So what is it? Yeah. That's crazy.
4 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, just died.
Unknown. I think cause of death is unknown. I'm pretty sure the ghost probably got him, but who knows? Some fucking mad ghosts. They're probably pissed off. They're like, "Bro, we already have too many ghosts in this house. Quit making more, okay? Quit making more ghosts in here, please."
There's still theories out there about a second killer, but no one's ever been interrogated or caught.
Damn.
In connection.
What if it was his girlfriend at the time?
Dude looked like Charles Manson, so he probably had a girlfriend.
He tried to say, I don't know if it was at the time of the murder that he was married. And this part of the story really got me confused when it talks about how, I don't know if it was his alibi or he tried to say that he was out in New York married to a woman who eventually he was married to. And I don't know if this is just a really like later, point in time where they're talking to him and he tries to recap what happened, but they were like, no, they got married in 89 or something like that, not 74 when the murders happened. Because he tried to say, and that's something that just confused me. I think that must have been what it was.
He's probably just like, wow, we've been dating for 6 months. We're married.
Yeah, I don't know. She said that she claimed that, and I don't know if she thought the same thing, that it was such a weird part that I was very confused about, but he tried to say that she had a brother-in-law who went to the house with him to kill the family. The dude didn't exist. All sorts of excuses. Tried to say his sister was in on it. He made so many excuses. It was like, bro, like, just say ghost, okay? Just say ghost and stick with it, all right? You're really digging yourself a hole here.
Some young dude that killed his family because he fucking, came in all fucking tweaked off the fucking drugs and just killed his whole fucking family or whatever. And I don't know, he was like, what, 23? I don't know. He was just some young dumbass kid that killed his whole fucking family.
Now, let's say the ghost had a part in it. Now, the bodies were, like you said, ritualistically placed. I wonder if they had any evidence as if he moved bodies or if he killed them in that position.
See, I thought that I read that they were shot in the back, is what I thought. That was my understanding anyway.
Yeah, I thought it was in the back of the head or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird.
But they were all laying down.
And that's where I'm wondering, if he, like...
Look down, bitch, you're going to hell.
Well, what if, he, like, drugged them with something, that's not super, toxic, just so they go to sleep, and then he just picked up their bodies and put them all in their beds.
Right. And maybe, I don't know, maybe he found some way to use a silencer.
I feel like that wouldn't take you 15 minutes if they were all fucking drugged out. I don't know.
You gotta run from fucking room to room.
Yeah, 15 minutes was a long time.
Saying your fucking cult prayers, dude.
Do we actually have proof that the killing took 15 minutes? I mean, we don't really... We're going off the dude's word.
That's that and the coroner report.
Oh, of like the bodies, how long they were dead for and stuff.
Yeah, but you gotta say your fucking ritual words in between every fucking person.
You're right. You're right. You got it. Yeah.
You have to say, as shepherds we shall be for thee, my lord, for thee.
Satan, come inside of me. Like,
Satan, come in my ass.
That's what he says when
come
he
in my fucking ass, Satan.
That'd be a pretty good day for me. That'd be a pretty good day. If Satan came in my ass and I killed my whole family, that'd be a pretty good day for me.
Come on, man.
Just quoting some I Think You Should Leave I want to watch. If anyone out there hasn't ever watched that, go check her out. Insane. New season dropped. I don't know why I'm saying this. We should get, paid for saying this, but goddamn.
So do you have more on the DeFeo family? Because that's where I thought the story was boring. As far as the DeFeos go.
So I kind of thought that's where it really just, for me, that's kind of where I was like, I always heard the name, of the house, but I didn't really know about this. And I thought it was kind of interesting just the way that he was making up all these fucking stories. I just thought that was kind of crazy that like everyone is like turning this into some horror house, it became this huge thing, and really it's just, I thought it was going to be something bigger, Well,
it's the family after that it became a big ordeal.
Yeah, I don't really have anything more on that. I think it's just crazy that I don't know. It just was a really weird kind of murder. It just felt really like you said, Mike, some crazy guy killed his family. But I thought it was interesting because why? And the way the bodies were, and the way that Like, it just felt so off. That's what felt weird to me, is how off everything just felt, you know? But I don't know.
So did you look very much into the Lutz family's experience with the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the popular story about the house that everyone knows is based on the book and the movie, which happened literally 2 years later, about a year and a half later, something like that, somewhere in that timeline. So the Lutz family, which is depicted in movies, or in both movies, found themselves drawn to the house. They bought it for $30,000 over their budget in 1975, I think.
It was like 13 months afterwards.
Yeah.
But it also, if they bought it for over budget, but it still says they got a good deal, didn't they? I don't know. It said it was a bargain buy.
Yeah.
I heard
because
it was like $80K less.
I heard it was for $80K, like it cost.
Yeah, it was for $80K, but it was the house was
budget,
the house was also worth way more than that, but because of what had just happened there, they were selling the house at a lower price.
And on top of that, $400 extra for all the furniture from the old house. So from when the murder happens, that's a pretty good steal. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, you get the furniture that they played Weekend at Bernie's on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, someone's just looking at the furniture like, oh my god, it's like, what is all this red on the dresser? It's kind of cute, you know? It's like whoever did this must have been really artistic. I don't know.
It's rustic.
Yeah.
Is what they would describe it as.
Rustic.
Looking. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that was a weird thing that they wanted to keep all the furniture. Like, they were like, yeah, we're going to get rid of these bloody beds and rip up the carpets. No. Please just leave it.
Keep the carpets.
Please just leave it. You want us to clean it? No. No. We're good.
Yeah, so, despite being told about the brutal slaying that had happened very recently, they bought the damn house.
Bought the damn thing.
Yeah, like, you remember the movie We Bought a Zoo? This is the tragic tale of We Bought the House. The author, Jay Anson, documented what the Lutz family went through, and it later became a top seller called the Amityville Horror.
Yes. Which, did you read that too? That he got that name based off of H.P. Lovecraft's book? The, God, I can't remember what it was called. The Something Horror. Basically just ripped his title away from him. Just, I don't know.
I believe it.
Like, be creative. Come up with your own title, damn it. I don't know.
Oh, no, I'm not going to knock him for that because I love Kanye West and I love Daft Punk. And Kanye West re-released Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger with a rap over it. And just called it Stronger, so...
yeah, you're right.
Can't hate.
Yeah. Obviously, that was probably more popular, too, than H.P. Lovecraft's book, whatever the fuck it was called.
Oh,
so.
probably, like, way more popular.
Yeah. It was Stronger.
Saw we had Michelle the Great pop up in the chat. What up?
Oh, shoot. I forgot to have all the chat showing up. Yeah, just talking about ghosts and, murder and ghosts and everything in between.
Murder, muck duck, ghost.
Mobsters.
I don't know. Muck duck is just I say that for murder. I think it's from Fable.
I meant mobsters as like, yeah.
There was a mobster that helped him out.
Or
told him to come and kill his family.
Right.
Otherwise, he was going to finger him in the ass.
His dad's uncle. Yeah. So the first guy, DeFeo, his dad's uncle was
definitely Italian family.
Yeah, like mob family.
Yeah,
So I mean, yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that's why when you're hungover and you had just killed your family, you're like, oh, the mob was involved.
Yeah.
Because your family's definitely in the mafia.
Right. Yeah, he blamed one guy, and the guy had an alibi. Like, dude, blame a bunch of people, Just throw shots at everyone.
Yeah. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Exactly.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael
he just
Scott.
threw one guy under the bus. Like, come on, man. And then he tried to randomly throw other people under the bus. It was crazy. He actually said one of his confessions, sorry to go back, I should have said this, but was that his sister killed their father, and their mother was so distraught that she killed the children, so he had to kill the mom and his sister. One of them was like, the sister and them were in on it. They planned to kill him because they were out to kill them. And so she killed all the kids, and because she killed the kids, to not have any witnesses, he had to kill her. I don't know, the excuses were going on forever. It was crazy. I loved it. Anyways, back to the old Lutz family.
Yeah, so the Lutz family, their story gets really bad really fast. So the Lutzes live in the house for a total of 28 days, which is something to remember for the amount of things that happen in 28 days. And this is where the movie starts in every rendition of the movie. And that's where the word of the day revolves around. So, last hint of the evening, I guess. Before moving in, George Lutz was a overly active businessman. Just days after moving in, he noticeably changed personality-wise. He became slothish and ill-tempered, as opposed to being overly ambitious and calm.
Sorry, who is this?
The George Lutz.
Oh, the husband. Okay.
Yeah, and so one night, George reported that he saw his 5-year-old daughter, Missy, standing next to her bedroom window with an outline of a pig's face with red eyes standing behind her. He ran into the room and turned around and saw Missy sleeping in her bed. Missy, the next day, told her parents about a new friend that she was playing with, Jody. Jody was a pig. Like, all I'm saying is, in these super spooky fucking horror movie / real life things, kids have like a different connection to the spirit world than fucking adults do.
Well, they just came out of the fucking spirit world.
I'm a kid.
Where do you think they came from?
I'm a kid at heart, though, so shouldn't I be able to see him too?
No.
I'm never gonna grow up.
Oh no! What do you see tricks as now? They're not shapes, are they?
No, they're crack rocks.
They're just circles now, dude.
You're right. That is a good test. That's foolproof.
Yep.
Anyways, back to the old Lutzes.
Well, that's what I like. That's where you're not a skeptic, or wait, would you be a skeptic?
Yeah,
you're a skeptic. I'm a believer. Michael said he likes Halloween.
I'm just in it for the candy.
All different spectrums. We're covering it from all angles.
I'm just saying, like, when kids start, like, a house that a mass murder had just taken place in 13 months earlier, and your kid's playing with a fucking imaginary pig person, and you see pigs in the window.
Yeah.
Dude, that's sketch balls for me, man.
I don't want to say this to, like, kind of try and debunk it. I just want to state that you have two sides. One, they're, either A, you could be, if you were trying to make up a story, or two, they actually did see that. And I love that side more, that you saw a fucking pig goblin in the window and your daughter is actually playing with the fucking, demon. That part is way cooler. I like that part a lot cooler. I'm way down for that.
It's like that fucking movie. Have you ever seen Mama?
No.
That one was fucking weird.
Yeah. That shit's fucked.
Really?
Yeah, you might need to watch that.
Okay. I just was thinking about this while I was doing my notes for this show, and I was like, dude, I was on a binge for like a month of just watching scary movies nonstop. I'm like, this kind of brought me back. I'm like, I need to watch some fucking movies.
Have you seen this one?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh man, the word of the day is fucked then.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I need to watch these. I need to watch the Conjuring movies or whatever so I can, see the Warrens or whatever. Is that their name? The Warrens?
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Ed and Lorraine, yeah.
What's the one where they fucking like in the movie that's like one of the most recent ones? I don't know.
The Nun.
No, I don't know.
The Conjuring?
It might be one of these. Might be the Amityville Horror, or it might be the Conjuring. One of those two movies where like they go down in the basement and there's like a whole bunch of like chopped off like eyelids.
Huh.
That's probably the first Conjuring.
I don't know. I think was in the movie the Amityville Horror or whatever, was that did that have Ed and Lorraine in that movie?
No, but they investigated the house.
But not in the in the movie they didn't show that.
No.
Okay, so I think in The Conjuring 2, what I read from the notes is that they had based The Conjuring 2 off of that house. But I'm very fucking confused. I should have done more research.
I'm trying to remember The Conjuring too. I just
Is that
don't.
the one
But it was
where
a
they
British
like,
family, and the live
Yeah.
footage and interviews was a British family, so I was confused. I was like, this was from New York.
That's what I thought, because the second one leads into the movie The Nun.
What's the one that had all the bodies like stuffed in the walls, like at the end?
That wasn't a movie, baby. That's my house.
I was gonna say John Wayne Gacy's house, but all right.
No, it was like in between the drywall, dude. They just had a bunch of fucking bodies like all in the walls.
Like a Conjuring movie?
I think, or maybe.
I don't know, man. I haven't really watched those. I guess
Conjuring's mostly like demon shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't
Yeah, it was
watch.
from like this kid. Like, I don't know. They went there and this guy got possessed.
They went to the other side. Like, it was like a.
Are you
Stranger
thinking of the
Things
one that's about to
crossover.
come out?
No, I saw this one a long time ago, and they're all holding hands, doing a seance thing.
Oh, you're thinking of The Haunting of Connecticut.
That's probably it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I read about that one too. I want to watch that
That's
one.
a fucking good
Is it?
movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's about
I think-
like a kid
isn't
that's
it
going
kid
through
gets
chemo,
cancer?
and his family moves into what it used to be what's a mortician's house, a funeral
Oh yeah.
home.
Okay, so this is actually one thing I read about that, which I could get into later. But I watched something about Ed and Lorraine, and there was stories and stuff about trying to not really debunk them, but stories that were a little iffy, about them. And that was one of them, The Haunting of Connecticut, where I feel like they went to the house, and I could be wrong, but I think this was it, with the kid who had cancer or something. And they like went to the house, and it was like a really like drunk family and like drugs and shit like that. And when they had asking about the stories, they had a ghostwriter in to help write the book for it. And the ghostwriter said later on that when they had found like zero evidence, like the family stories were all just fucking all over the place, off the wall, just bad, like not connecting at all. And he went to Ed Warren and was like, hey, like, we can't really do anything because, the stories, it's not really a real story. And he said that Ed told him that, yeah, they're crazy, but just write it up and just make it scary. Just
Yeah.
fill it all in and make it scary.
This is a teaser episode for when the new Conjuring movie comes out and we fucking shit on Ed and Lorraine Warren. Just throwing that out there.
When we shit on them,
Yeah, we're just gonna fucking shit on them.
I'll remember to have Taco Bell.
shit on them as in like just debunk them style or what?
Like all the bullshit. The multi-million dollars that their stories have made.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's I didn't
like
know
it literally.
I thought they would have been legit, and then I heard that story and other stories, and I was like, oh, so they were kind of in the in the business of like money, I guess.
So Ed and Lorraine Warren get involved into the Amityville house after it became a New York Times bestseller. And that's when they jump in and we're like, oh, well, Ed and Lorraine Warren have been here. It's like, well, no one fucking cares because everyone already fucking bought the book and read about it. Like,
And-
we don't need your
And
guys'
then it says them, like, it says that they went to the house and they said that there were spirits there. There was dark spirits there for sure. And it was like, okay.
Dude, there's a bunch of fucked up shit in this house, though. Like, the Amityville house.
Right. But that was just something I thought that was fucking way interesting. I was like, yo, that's kind of crazy. Like, I never knew anything about him. You see him in the Conjuring movies, and you're like, that's a badass couple.
Yeah, that's
like,
a
they're
lovable-
badass.
that's a lovable couple.
badass couple. You
They
know?
went to Europe to fight spirits after the Great War.
Like, fuck, dude. Like, yo, it's crazy, dude.
They were fighting the dead spirit of a Nazi nun that wanted to possess a family.
I'm like scared.
Like, dope,
like,
dude,
like,
rad.
What if the real life Sam and Dean Winchester, like, are they just scums too? Like, are they just, you know?
No, Sam and Dean are pure.
But the real life version of them, you know, maybe that is the real life version of them. It's actually them. That's their real names. Their stage names are fucking whatever they're called. I can't remember their names.
Ed and Lorraine.
No, fucking Sam and Dean's names. I can never.
Yeah, what the fuck? Jason Eccles and...
Yeah.
And the other one.
Yeah, and the other guy.
Yeah, and the other guy.
And Sam.
Yeah.
Jason Eccles and Sam.
Yep.
Sam Winchester.
Yep. But
Someone in the comments, Michelle, look it up. We'll figure it out.
But yeah, that was something
this
that blew
is something
my mind.
that fucking is crazy. So this comes from both the husband, the children, and the mother of Kathy Lutz. When in the 28 days that they lived in the house, she aged to an extent that she was not recognizable to her own mother.
Wait, who? The daughter?
Kathy, the mom of the Lutz family.
Oh, okay.
Even her mother didn't recognize
Kathy's
her
mom.
when they left the house.
Maybe she did a lot of meth.
Well, it wasn't like sunken in. It wasn't like sunken in aging. It was like, you look like you're 90 years old now, but you're supposed to be 34.
Meth will do that to you.
I wonder if they had pictures. You know, I mean, it wasn't such an odd time for pictures. I wonder, you know, if they had to have had some before and after pictures. Possibly.
Maybe. Can look them up.
Are you going to look it up? Because I was going to look it up. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to really see, like, okay, like, who's doing what for money, what's going on, you know, what actually happened. It's a world you know, you just gotta just say, I don't care. I'm just gonna believe it happened. Even though I don't believe in that shit, I still would rather just believe it happened, you know? Like, that it's all a lie and it's all for money. Like, I don't want to believe that. That's boring as fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to figure out before and
Right,
after pictures
right.
without the movie in live time.
You get every other search thing come up for Amityville. Is it? God, I can never pronounce that right. Amityville.
Amityville.
It always just feels like I'm gonna fuck it up. It doesn't roll off the tongue well.
Just pretend the T is a D.
Amityville. Bet. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Dude,
shit went down.
she definitely looks like a fucking crackhead.
Does she?
After, yeah. Like her jaw is sunk in.
I did like before and after.
That's what I did. Kathy Lutz before and after.
Well, it said they had fucking huge financial troubles. I wonder why. It's all the drugs.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
you know,
and fucking homeboy George Lutz just legit quit working when they moved in the house.
Well, it's because he was fucking...
oh God, her face.
Yeah.
Here, Mike, I'll show this to you. Or wait, why did I just go to a slideshow?
I don't know.
Not great.
Would not bang.
10 out of 10 wouldn't. But
Oh dear God. I mean, and he even looks older in this picture, like way older. Not, you know, but
Is it the History Channel one?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
No, she looks like a recovering meth addict.
Yeah.
She's using a breathing tube like my dad was using. She has to have oxygen, which could probably be, I mean, maybe.
You're saying you're what?
Saying she was either a heavy smoker and needs it, or maybe fucking meth. I don't know.
So something else that happened that was crazy at the house, though, that is hard to explain, is they would come home and find doors ripped off the hinges. They had rooms filled with flies in the winter, and
Whoops.
they would find cloven hooved footprints in the snow around their house.
What's that, like a horse?
Horse, pig.
Which on that point, and I'm not. Yeah.
The pig friend.
Pig doesn't have a cloven. Oh, wait, no. 'Cause one of them's different and one of them's the same. I can't remember.
Mr. Tomness, bro. He's real.
Cloven hooved means full around, right? Or no?
I don't
Because
know.
a pig doesn't have a. I don't know. Pig and horse have different feetsies, I think. I don't know.
Either way, for whatever they said, that was weird. It
Yeah.
also said that other people never had seen any of the tracks, but that's also I'm not trying to debunk.
Divided hoof. So
Oh,
yeah,
so
like
yeah,
a pig.
like a pig. Okay.
And Jody, the pig, imaginary pig friend.
Well, I don't know. I just find
So
it weird.
weird.
I just find it weird about how they were, talking about how George Lutz was, had a big old history of dabbling in the occult and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys saw anything about that.
No.
I was just talking about how he would. I don't know.
Like he was like about ghosts and shit. Like
Yeah. And then I don't know, some lawyer dude or whatever was like, "Oh yeah, we were talking about this after we got drinks one night or whatever."
Yeah, no, I have that somewhere too. He was it was one of the guys that said William Weber was stated saying, "I know this book is a hoax. We created this horror story over many bottles of wine," is what he's quoted saying. So that's just.
I mean, everybody wants their little 5 minutes of fame though too.
You never like people. I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. You never know. You never know. Could be people trying to be mad that they didn't get on the action. Maybe people getting mad that maybe it did happen. Maybe.
One of the things I thought was kind of weird is that they were saying that George Lutz would fucking wake up every single day and be up at like 3:15, like the same exact time as the fucking murders, like every single fucking day.
For 28 days.
Yeah, for 28 days. Weird. He was gonna be he was getting his family ready. Wait, how long did those people, the fucking William Dafoe's, live there first?
It was like 3 months.
Oh. So wait, what you think if he would have lasted another couple months there?
He would have killed the family.
He would have
maybe.
killed their family.
That would have been fucking nuts. I would have been like, yo, case closed, ghosts exist. Fucking if he killed his family.
No one's like straight up lived there.
Yeah, they just owned it just for the.
Yeah.
I think
Just
people
for the
now live
apologies.
there. People have lived there since.
I think
Well,
people
people
have owned it.
have owned it, but no one's like lived
Yeah.
there.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure. I'm not.
That's
I'm
what-
pretty sure it talked about there was other occupants of the house after, and no one had afterwards had any problem with it.
I read that no one had problems owning the property, but I didn't see anything about people
Oh.
living there.
Okay.
And that's why they changed the addresses, because
Right.
the next
People-
owners had huge problems with people on the property, because I think in the book they released the address.
They have their address on it right here.
Yeah, you can find it's literally they took 4 numbers off of it.
Yeah, right.
They
Four numbers off, wasn't it 112? How'd they take off?
They made it 108. They
Oh, you
literally
mean
just-
like,
they-
oh,
yeah.
I thought you meant like, I was like, there's only 3 numbers, dude. That's how are okay.
It's a negative
Okay,
address.
okay, Satan.
No, they changed the address so you couldn't find it on the internet until the new address became part of the internet. And then it's traded hands like, I think 3 times since Google Maps came out.
I want to know when, were they living there when Ed and Lorraine, when they came, or were they were out of the house, maybe they hadn't sold it yet, and Ed and Lorraine came to investigate?
When they left the
remember.
house, they never came back. They left all their possessions and everything there.
Right. It's like, okay, baby, we gotta think about this. We're gonna gamble. No one's gonna believe it if we take all of our stuff. We have to leave everything back at the house.
Yeah, something like that. Or
haunted.
Yeah,
That got me. That you're gonna leave everything at your house, go live with your your mother-in-law.
Well, then you have the priest that was involved in the house.
Mr. What is Ralph J. Picario? I think it's his name. Father Ralph J. Picario, or as they say in the books, I don't have that written down because I said I ain't using no fucking side name, but now I wish I did. Do you have it by chance?
No, but I like I ain't using no side name. That's fucking awesome.
I was like, they portrayed him differently in the book, and then it was like...
And then in the movies, he gets attacked by demons.
Yeah, so... Anyways, yeah, Ralph J.
I'm really
Picario.
sad that you haven't seen this movie because the word of the day is so easy if you had seen the movies.
Is it something I could guess, or would I have to have seen the movies?
Well, I mean, the actor in the movie, do you know who was an actor in the movie?
So isn't there a bunch of different movies?
There's like 2, and then there's one like really fucking Walmart great value version of it.
Like, and that's the better one?
No, the better one is the one made in 2005. Well, I guess the old one is good too, but the one in 2005 is like really good.
Damn. And it's one of the actors.
Yeah. He's like a huge Hollywood actor now.
I honestly, dude, it's kind of crazy. I think I actually read about it and like stumbled over the name probably, but I just can't remember. I don't know. I don't want to look it up. That's cheating. You don't know, Michael?
No.
What else was he in, AJ?
27 Dresses.
Oh man, I'm
not gonna give you like an
that,
easy movie to guess off of. I'm literally pouring it through my brain.
No, I should know 27 Dresses too. Like, oh god, what's his name? I don't know why. I'm just gonna say Matthew McConaughey because it keeps fucking jumping in my fucking mind.
That's How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I know,
man.
and I know that's not it. 27 Dresses. God damn, it's not Paul Rudd. It's not the Wolverine dude. Fuck. 27 Dresses. God, he's not even the main character. How am I supposed to fucking know that?
He's like basically the main character in that movie.
Wasn't it the girl 27 Dresses because she's the bridesmaid, never the bride?
Yeah. Jennifer Love Hewitt and
I'm trying to remember. Not Gerard Butler.
no, and that movie might not be right. That movie was stuck in my head because we were listening to the fucking Billy Joel all week at work.
Okay.
Just thinking, what's the song? Fuck, no, I'm not even gonna sing it because we're live.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck.
I think I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, I had
What's
a song
another
I was gonna
obscure
sing.
movie? God, that's too easy.
Is it though? Give us a hint about the movie.
No, the one that I was about to say is too easy. You've seen Van Wilder?
Yes.
Okay. That's my hint, I guess.
Well, that's great.
Not The Rise of Taj.
Right.
The original.
Gosh, who is Van Wilder? It's Mike. Who's Van Wilder? What's his name? I can't remember.
Fuck.
Dude, now I'm blanking on all levels.
I don't know people's names, dude.
Physically, emotionally, I am broken on all levels.
I don't know people's names or faces, so.
Dude, okay, it's the who's the guy that's who's the guy that's
Nobody knows.
the Green Lantern Deadpool? What's his name? Ryan Reynolds. Is it Ryan Reynolds?
Ready to assist you.
Dude. So, the only reason, dude. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. No, so the only reason. Oh my God, we're doing vodka shots.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, no. Man, is that a Coors Tallboy or a seltzer?
Seltzer.
Will you splash some of that in there?
I sure can.
Okay, just a little splash there, just to help. Vodka's just like, whew. I mean, I could put some of this Bud Light in it. No, the only reason I thought Ryan Reynolds is because I saw a picture from the movie in when I typed it up, and I was like, oh my God, is that Ryan Reynolds? And then I was like, no, that's not him. That tricked me. I thought it was. But I can't believe that's actually him. I the whole time I was like, dude, that looks just like Ryan Reynolds. That's crazy. I should have known that. I don't think I came across the name, which is why I think I didn't put it together. But like I remember looking through that and being like, no fucking way that's Ryan Reynolds. No, he would not be in a movie like this. Like, that's not him.
Yeah, early in his acting career. When he was
Yeah.
doing 27 Dresses.
Right.
Oh, here's the Ryan Reynolds.
I almost said Captain America, whatever the fuck his name
Chris
is.
Evans.
Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers. Mr. Rogers to you.
Hello.
Nothing like doing straight alcohol.
With the little mixer of alcohol.
Yeah.
only
There was a lot of that seltzer in there. Can't you taste it?
Facetious.
It helped. It really did help. But
so this is where my nips really get hard with the story. Is so the county blueprints of the house don't match what they found the house to be. There was a secret room in the basement.
Isn't it called the
Red Room?
Live this Monday in the Red Room.
The Red Room was big enough for two of us to sit in it intimately.
Well, that's
And
kind
that's
of
about
hard
it.
because when we get intimate, we get real close. Like,
No, and that's what I'm
like a
saying.
suitcase. Like you and I could fit in a suitcase, I think.
Yeah, if we're getting intimate, we
Yeah.
could fit in a suitcase and be like a snowboard suitcase. But
Yeah.
No, it's literally big enough for two adults to sit in the basement, not on the county's blueprints, painted blood red. And the house was built before the fucking DeFeo family moved in. So the room existed before that family moved in.
So
It's
was
like,
it a root cellar?
and they said that the room had an odor to it, and the George Lutz tried to bring his dog to the room at one point after they had found it, and it was the only time that their dog had cowered in fear.
Yeah. Now, would that have been the smell?
That is some weird shit. And you can't just like throw that in there and be like, "Oh yeah, we found this concrete room in our basement that's not attached to our foundation." Like, you can't make that up.
Right. You can make up the dog cowering in fear part.
Right, but you can't make up
That it was probably like a homemade root cellar or something.
Well, right, but it's not on the blueprints that was released to the city of the house.
Right, because some dude just did it. It is like drunk as fuck one night, you know what I mean?
Just made a root cellar.
Yeah, dude. Like, my buddy tore out his whole basement and put it back by buckets of concrete one night because it
But
was
the
all fucking
blood,
tweaked.
the blood red color, though, no one in their sane mind would paint something blood red.
Oh, what's the difference between blood
Well,
red and cherry red
yeah.
when it's in the dark?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say too. When the lights are off, fucking black is black when the lights are off.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird choice of colors. Satan's right around the corner. He's right around the bend. Where is he, Satan? Show yourself.
No, don't do that. Don't show yourself.
I'm trying to piss off some ghosts here, okay?
You know,
That's what I'm trying to piss off some
my house?
motherfucking demons, bro.
In my house?
That's why I'm drinking a 40. I'm drinking a 40 of Bud Light and taking shots of vodka straight. I'm trying to piss them off.
Do that in your own home.
Ghosts hate it when you just drink vodka straight.
Dude, but like, it's just like, who the fuck built the house? Was it the principal from Matilda? Is basically what I'm getting. Like,
the Trunchable.
Is that what her name was?
Yeah.
Trunchable?
The Trunchable.
Fuck. The 40's really going through me, dude. I got 40 ounces of piss coming out.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, it's just like, what the hell?
Right.
It's just weird. Really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like, I get, like, you have, like, you can put additions onto your house and shit like that, whatever. But this is in the basement, concrete room, painted blood red. It's just so...
Yeah, weird.
Especially with, like, everything else.
Yeah, weird.
Adding up, it's... Yep.
So, I wonder when this house was built.
I don't... Maybe I can find it out.
I wonder if there had been other murders before this. And before the fucking Rob Defoe or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it would have been clutch as fuck if the Lutz guy actually, like, killed his family. Like, that's what we needed. Like, okay, like, we get it. You want money, but you know what made you more money? Is if you just killed your family.
The house was built in 1927.
Damn. So good, what, like 50 years went by before they fucking...
Yeah.
I don't know. Could have been a weird little room, like you said, that they just built. But also, you know, dogs can smell some weird shit, so you don't know. It's like I want to say I don't believe it, but, you know, I don't have proof that it doesn't exist, so I can't. It's Schrodinger's ghost, dude.
Oh, this is one thing, too. One night, it was recorded that George Lutz had woken up 3:15 a.m. again.
Obviously.
He had heard a band playing downstairs, like live music. He went down to investigate. Didn't see anyone there, but the rug and furniture had been pulled back, leaving a dance floor in their living room.
Weird.
That's that would be kind of crazy. Like,
Yeah.
at what point do you stop hearing the music, though? You know, like, you go to investigate, and it's like, when does the music stop? Or is the music still going as he's looking at the dance floor, and then he goes down to the dance floor and starts busting out some moves?
Well,
That'd be a real haunting.
You know, they show the house and everything from that side view you always see or whatever, and they don't really show it the full length. Apparently it had, like, a swimming pool, a boathouse, and was, like, on a canal and everything.
Right.
Like, it was a fucking big-ass motherfucking
It's a nice house. I'd buy
nice
that
ass
shit.
house.
Fuck. I mean, am I going to go crazy and kill everyone else in the house?
Five
Who cares, man?
five bedroom.
That's a steal.
Bro, five
For
bedroom.
that price? Hell yeah, dude.
3
That's
bath.
a steal, dude. That's something I was thinking about, too. Like, why would you, you know, like, yeah, you could make a lot of money on some ghost story, but it's like, man, that house was really dope. Like, a pool.
Abandon it.
What?
Why abandon that house?
It was dope. Like, who cares,
Yeah,
man?
right.
If you gotta have Ghost to party, just fucking have Ghost and party. It's not that big of a deal. I'm about to piss off some Ghosts tonight and party with them.
It gets even freakier than that, though. So, two of the people that Jay Anson gave early copies to of the story, including one of his friend's child, almost died with the manuscript of the original book in hand. One did die. A fire broke out in the car of one of the friend delivering the original book to the publisher. Literally, his car just like randomly burst into flames. A friend and his son crashed into a river, almost drowning. And when they pulled the car out, they opened the trunk and the manuscript was in there, dry still, even though the car was fully submerged. And Anson's close friend, who was given the first 2 chapters to read over, died in a fire the same night that she received them. The manuscript was untouched by the fire.
Weird.
That's some weird stuff.
Yeah. So 4 families have lived in the house since with no reported issues. Or 4 families have owned the house since with no reported issue. The last time the house was sold was in 2016 for $605,000 at a $300,000 loss.
The yeah, that's crazy. The shit's, I don't know, it's weird because the people who the family says, you know, they moved, right? They moved to the mom's house, Kathleen's mom's house, and they claim that it followed them there. So that was just kind of weird that they, you know, maybe the ghosts are just stuck to the family. Who knows?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe it didn't get enough blood, so it followed him there. And
they
fucking
quote,
Jody was following the daughter.
They quote that when they were at their mom's house, that it followed them there because they saw, and they quote, blackish green, or maybe it was greenish blackish. I don't know, man. Maybe it was blackish greenish slime coming up the stairs towards them. Now, did they really talk a lot about that? No.
Well, they did in the old house. It was in the reports from the old house.
It was from, they said it was at their mom's house at the blackish green slime.
That was in the reports from the Amityville house as well.
Oh, that they had that happen? Oh,
yep.
Shit. Okay, I didn't see that. I don't know. I'm just like...
Kids are just told ghost stories their whole lives.
Well, the kids supposedly lived a ghost story.
So, do you guys, so talking about the priest, going back to the priest, let me swig this beer quick. I thought it was kind of funny when he first did his first, what would you call that? A cleansing of a house, purifying a house. I don't remember if I have it in my notes what it's called. I don't really want to
I think it's called cleansing the grounds.
It was something like that, but
it's something to do with hallowing the grounds, cleansing the grounds, something like that.
Let's see if I have it. The blessed. They wanted to have the house blessed, is what they said.
And they're flying in the holy water.
So yeah, and so what happened is they said the priest, the father, who wanted to not be named, whose name is Ralph J.
J.P. Morgan.
Pesararo. If anyone wants to look him up, because remember, he doesn't want to be named. So Ralph J. Pecoraro. I don't fucking know.
Pecoraro.
It says that he decided...
Peckerwood.
So he does the inspection of the house. 6 days later, he doesn't say anything to the family. He says it's fine. To the Lutz, he says it's fine. Says nothing was wrong. 6 days later, calls him up. And he tells them to stay away. What room was it?
The sewing room.
It was a room on the second floor.
The sewing room.
So yeah, the sewing room. The second floor room was the first place to get hit by holy water. And he said that he heard a voice. I don't even know if I put that in. That just said, "Get out." Yeah. I don't think I put it in. Yeah, he said, the voice said, "Get out." So this is where I'm like a little fucked. So he calls him later and says, "Stay away from that room. It was, the first place I put holy water, and it said, get out." Why are you not spraying a water gun full of holy water as soon as you walk in the door? Why are you waiting until the second? Why are you waiting?
If I'm a priest in that situation, I'm walking in with a super soaker.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you waiting until the second floor to start blasting your holiness around? Like, do you not know ghosts? Like, you can't just walk into a house and just like be like, huh, there's demons here.
There's like the way that they, like, at least in Catholicism, to make a graveyard, it's called hallowing the grounds, and it's basically like a barrier to protect the underworld from our world. If someone buried, like, it's like the devil and his sons cannot cross hallowed grounds is the idea behind it, I guess.
You guys know how to make holy water, right? You guys
Yeah, I'm an ordained minister. I can pretty much just I could turn water into wine if I had to.
You lit up a little crack rock and then you put it in the water, right?
No, you just gotta boil the hell out of it.
Oh, okay.
Dad joke.
Dad joke. But one thing that they also said when he decided to call the Lutzes and tell them about the room, apparently the static was cut short, and that they weren't able to complete the call.
He also said that he got like blisters all over his hands and shit.
Well, I don't think I have the word written down. What was it called? What was the word? Stigmata, which is supposed to be
the palms in your feet.
Right, the palms in the feet like Jesus on the cross. So
stigmata is what, yeah.
Yeah, also another thing the Lutz said apparently was that while they were living there, it felt like they were living in different houses, which I thought was really weird, a weird statement from them, but that's what they said. They said the whole time there, they just felt like I'm guessing they mean the husband and wife felt like they were living in different houses. Maybe he didn't want to have sex.
Well, the house was like they had 2 kids, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms.
3 kids, yeah.
Yeah.
All hers. Maybe he was just like, man, I can't do any more kids. I'm not knocking her up again. No,
well, that's
sex
one of
for
the
you.
things that the 2005 movie with Ryan Reynolds like really hits on is like the divide between him being the stepdad and being a parent to his stepchildren, but also living in a house that is driving everyone fucking insane.
I gotta watch this movie, dude.
Dude, you should. I would
I
recommend
wonder
it.
if I
And
can find it on like any of the streaming services. Maybe.
Yeah, I guarantee you can.
Oh my gosh!
Especially if you have Amazon Prime.
I
you'll
was just
definitely
thinking
find
about
it.
that. I need to go on another binge, dude. I fucking love scary movies.
Dude, it's so good, and it's like it's not Scream. It's not a slasher film.
Just
it's
creepy. Just
it's,
nice creepy.
and it's like filmed in the way that it makes you kind of understand what the family may or may not have been going through.
Right. If it happened, what they would have been going through. Which is possible. I don't have any proof that it's not possible, so I'm not going to sit here and say it's impossible.
Yeah,
I just don't believe.
How do you
I choose
explain
not
them
to believe.
that old lady floating up above her bed? A ghost was levitating her.
Right.
Yeah, that shit's fucking weird.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Well, no, she really said that it happened.
Oh, where the daughter was held up against the ceiling by a spirit?
No, that like the wife or whatever, Kathy, was like levitating 2 feet above her bed or whatnot when George came in.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what George said.
Must have missed that one, but
Imagine
in the movie there's like a scene where I think it's in the old movie, the daughter is being held against the ceiling with a hand over her mouth, and there's just like a old witch woman halfway through the ceiling and halfway not through the ceiling, like holding her against it.
Bro.
On
God,
some
I lost my
Babadook
thought.
shit.
Damn, I had a really good thought. Man, it's a shame. Short-term memory loss, self-diagnosed. It's whatever. But, yeah, definitely got to check that shit out.
It's just like I love these stories because I grew up on that old ass farm.
Right, if anyone
living
was
there.
going to get killed in a ghost scenario, that farm was where it would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, we had some weird shit happen there.
I feel like you probably like, something was going on with the barn or something, and you'd walk in there, and all of a sudden, slash, there goes the first person.
You
Well,
think
dude,
you've
we
seen a
f- we
ghost,
found
but
out-
really
we
it's your
found
gay
out,
dogs.
like-
Your 2 dogs humping each other.
You had meth heads living in your barn.
No, we found out like I think it was like 4 years ago. One of the children of the family that built our farmhouse and shit like that. Like the whole farm came by, and she's like, oh, I don't know how much time I have left on this earth. I just want to revisit where I grew up. And my stepdad was like, yeah, like, well, you want to walk around the house and stuff like that? And she told him about how her uncle, when she was a child, hung himself in the barn. And we always wondered what that fucking big, long rope in the middle of the barn was. And she's like, yeah, and we just couldn't get up there and cut it down. So we just cut it around his neck. So literally our barn had a noose in it the entire time we owned it.
And you're just swinging from it, like you're just like,
we're just playing around, palling around, fucking swinging across this guy's noose, jumping into the hay.
Oh
no, not
God.
really. We didn't. It was cut too high for us. But after that, they burnt the barn down. But before that, we had some weird shit happen at the farm, and Courtney, my sister, and some of her friends were having a sleepover one night where they were camping out there, and they said they felt like they were being watched, and they looked and they saw an old guy in the barn, like in the loft.
So
like me and Andrew lived in the top part of the barn house, and we had some weird shit happen. Like we'd wake up in the morning and our radio that we were listening to was different channel, shit like that. TVs would be on and off. Like we had all kinds of weird shit, and it's like, oh, this guy killed himself like 30 feet away. So,
bro, so weird fucking ghost story, I guess, that I would have. It was like two or 3 years ago. I was finishing this floor up in the Masonic building in Waterloo or whatever, the very fucking top where they did all their fucking rituals and shit. So I was fucking finishing this floor because, you know, they're changing it into apartment buildings. And we're like, it's 8, 9 o'clock at night. It's fucking dark as fuck. We got a light above us, and then like a light that goes down one hallway, and then on the other side of the hallway is like pitch black, and you can't get over to that side without passing us. So we're fucking sitting there finishing this fucking floor. Da-da-da-da-da.
in the Masonic temple.
In the Masonic fucking temple in Waterloo, Iowa. And fucking all of a sudden you hear, because we fucking laid down fucking wire, you know, to keep the concrete, you know, in the fucking other shit, whatever, sturdy. I don't fucking know.
Right.
And fucking, and you know, I don't fucking think anything of it, whatever. And so there's this, you have to go down that way to smoke cigarettes and shit, because there's this big ass hole in the wall. My buddy goes down there to smoke a cigarette, fucking comes running back, said he's like, I saw some fucking man in a fucking blue suit, da-da-da-da-da. And fucking, we just fucking took off fucking running, you know. And I don't know, dude. I left the floor just like it was and fucking didn't finish it. Went home. Scared the shit out of me. Because we both heard the fucking, you know, the fucking, the walking on the fucking, the metal fucking, god damn, dude, it was fucking weird
like
as
the
shit.
Scaffolding and shit.
No, it was like metal
but
wire that you put inside the concrete, you know, so it's on the ground. And then
Is it like instead of using
the
rebar?
mesh.
or
Yeah, it's
what?
like mesh,
it's
yeah.
mesh.
Instead of
Yeah,
using rebar.
You lay it every couple inches. Yeah.
And fucking, so, yeah, dude, so we both heard that shit, and he just was like, alright, whatever. We fucking hit our floor one more time. He went to go have a cigarette, and, oh my god, fuck that, dude.
That's what I always think. I'm like, I know I'd be freaked out by the sight of something like that, but I would also totally welcome it and would be like, dude, let me see some fucking guy go standing whatever. And if I need to run like a bitch, like I'll tell people, look, I ran like a bitch, but I saw what I saw. I saw what I saw, dude.
You want to get freaked out? We'll go to the graveyard outside Finchford some night.
Dude, I just don't think I can. I'm just like, I want to see it.
It's not the graveyard itself. It's the fact that the guy, his whole family, it's basically fucking Butch buried with his family. The fucking Butch Defoe DeFeo.
Wait, where's the graveyard?
Outside Finchford.
Oh, is this the Mark Road one?
Yeah.
Wait,
Damn.
Defoe. Wait, was this?
No, it's a guy that killed his family, and then he's buried with his family in this graveyard.
Oh, it's not Defoe though.
No, it's just
okay.
similar to the story.
Because I know something happened in Iowa. Maybe that's the.
No, I think he's in jail still.
The guy that killed his family?
Yeah, on Mark Road.
Maybe he is, but his whole family's buried
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
I've been there a couple times at night. It'll make your socks curl up.
It's like
I'll go.
His like, was it his brother? His brother, his wife, or what is it? Sister-in-law.
His brother, his sister-in-law, their 2 kids, his mom and his dad.
No, the mom and dad died, and they gave the brother-in-law and sister-in-law the house and
Oh,
then
so it
and their
must have been their
kids.
4 kids?
Yeah,
then?
their 4 kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there was 6 people.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, but their grave is fucking. Dude, it's just like got 3 giant oak trees around it. It's
Spooktastic.
Dude, it's fucking yeah.
Right. I always tell myself, I'm like, I wouldn't be afraid to go to a place like that because really I don't, I'd be like, nothing's going to happen. But the reason I wouldn't, I would, but the reason I wouldn't is because I can't prove it that it's not. And what happens when I'm by myself in a crypt and I have a flashlight and I just see some nun-looking ass demon? And then I'd really regret it. And then I'd regret it. I'd be like, wow, I really regret doing this. I thought I was right. And now I have a ghost nun standing in front of me coming to rip my penis off of my body. I don't know.
So my dad, when he was in college, was on the baseball team. And one of the guys that he was on the baseball team with, they both rode motorcycles together. And they were both dating twins. And so they were like super tight and whatever.
Oh, way tight, I bet.
Yeah. And
the twins are tight?
Yeah, I think so. That's about
It's about sex. That's her favorite stuff.
But yeah, my dad and this other guy on the baseball team were dating twins, and they both rode motorcycles. And one of the guys on my dad's baseball team jumped over. There's an actual witch grave outside of Sioux City. And so, the saying, you jump over a witch's grave, that's where the whole you're going to die in 7 days kind of things come from. Mm-hmm. And literally 7 days later got knocked off his motorcycle with his girlfriend on the back, my dad's ex-girlfriend's twin.
Yeah.
Both died.
Jesus.
And, yeah.
Wait, did he jump the grave with his motorcycle?
No, just jumped over the grave and then happened to 7 days later be riding on his motorcycle with his girlfriend.
Damn.
Jesus.
I don't know. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think she died, but she definitely doesn't look like her sister anymore.
Huh.
That's fucked.
Got a bad case of road rash, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. Something else I got. Back to the topic that I was just reading. Sorry to go back to it, but the priest that is supposed to be unnamed that was named also has sources where I don't know if he said it himself, said that he was not ever there and only ever communicated with the Lutzes over the phone.
I have seen a lot of things where the priest goes back and forth on his word, where he doesn't tell the same story twice, kind of thing.
We probably didn't want to get relocated to a South American country for touching one of the Lutz children. Let's be realistic here.
Damn.
It's a Catholic priest.
Also, there's a claim in the book that says that the house was built on a site where the local Shinecock Indians had once abandoned the mentally ill and dying.
I saw that as well.
And it says the local Indians were like, no, that's a complete fucking lie.
Fabrication. That was just a book thing.
Yeah.
Right. And that's other things in there too. Also, But this is another thing. This is where I get kind of, this is my only way that I half believe this. This is the part of the story that I half believe this. So apparently the Lutzes were given a test by Chris Guggis and Michael Rice, who were supposedly in the top 5 polygraph testers in the world.
Chris Gaugas?
In America. Gugas. I don't know. Pronounce however you want.
Gouches.
He wasn't American. He
Chris
was German.
Guggis, Michael Rice, supposedly top 5. That's 2 of the top 5. So there's only 3 others. Like these are the.
If you believe enough, you can pass a polygraph test.
Imposter. But supposedly, and this is where, like, I get it, where if you believe enough, but if they believe, one thing, maybe they saw other things. Like, I don't know. It says that it indicated that they weren't lying. So to me, that's as real as that's as close as I can get. Is someone fabricating a story, or did they actually believe it? And if the polygraph test out of the top 5 in America were able to...
If you lie to yourself enough, you'll believe it too.
But I mean, listen to this. I mean, okay, so what happens would you pay off? Okay, yeah, they're the top 5. Are they the top 5 back in the day because of money? Because all the rich people have them do it, and they let people get off with it, so they get paid?
Man.
I don't know.
I think the government overpays those guys back in the day compared to what people would pay off people nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, true.
Technology is new. Like we always talk about on the show, like technology, like we're.
But I mean, how much money did they make off of this? How much money did they make off the whole story?
Their kids are going to college for free.
That's what I'm saying. How much money were they allowed to offer them to fabricate the story? I don't know. It's possible.
I think for what was potentially a one-off fiction book, I don't think that they fabricate the story to line their pockets in the late 1970s.
I mean,
if this was happening in like 2000 fucking
right,
8, like like the days of Netflix and Stranger Things and shit like that. Like like you could, I would see people lining their pockets with shit like that, but not.
But for two different specialists in the field of polygraph testing,
I feel like that'd be really far fetched for them to be
paid off somehow. You'd have to pay off 2 different people. Are you joking? That's
well, and you'd have to pay them off before the book comes out too.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, that like validates the story a little bit, but like not a lot. Like this story is just like it's a spooky tale. Like it's spooky. It's fun.
Spooky.
So one of the other things that is part of the conspiracy behind it, at one point, living in the house, it says while living in the house, they called a vampirologist.
Vampirologist.
A vampire or vampire.
Vampirologist is the
legal term.
No, it's the professional term. I don't know what the legal term is.
I honestly,
crazies.
Legal term is probably scumbag.
I would just like to say, if you're a vampirologist, you can go. You're fucking full of shit. I'm gonna call you a vampirologist, like you should be called. Okay.
I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you a Dracula wannabe.
Yeah.
That's.
But honestly, kudos to this guy, because the vampirologist, and what else was he? A ghost? Where do I say it? It's a ghost expert.
Whisperer.
A ghost hunter. He's a hunter. He hunts ghosts like Sam and Dean.
Okay.
But Kaplan, the guy, said that he would expose any fraud that was found. He was like, I'm not here to fuck around.
Who's Kaplan again?
He's the vampirologist.
Yeah, but people like to make names for themselves, bro.
Right, but he says, I'm gonna, like, if there's any fraud or anything, I'm gonna expose it. And they had a big falling out, like a big, apparently a big old argument and falling out, because he said, if there's any fraud, I'm gonna try and expose it. And they were like, no. Like, let's, we don't need you anymore or something. I don't know.
Oh, he had a falling out with the Lutz family.
Yeah, with the Lutzes.
I thought you meant with vampires.
Yeah.
Like, him and the vampires did not get along after he got this degree.
Was it his garlic necklace? I don't understand.
Thing of holy water he kept with him 24/7.
That's why the sewing room is so dangerous.
Damn.
The vampirologist couldn't step in. Out of respect.
Yeah. I don't know. Crazy, weird, spoopy stories, bud.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what it is. Sorry to interrupt. I don't know what it is about drinking 40s of beer. It just makes you have to pee. I think we get trained that way from growing up. Edward 40 hands. You just get trained. When you drink a 40, you just have to pee. It's like a psychological thing. I don't know. I don't have much other else on this. I think the last of my notes is pretty much talking about the Ed and Lorraine Warren. And apparently they took, just last little note, they took infrared pictures of the house and said that in one of the pictures they had found a boy with glowing eyes standing at the bottom of the staircase. And it said the photo got released in 1979. And that's, I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen that picture. It's
said they had a film crew with them. Like, yeah, it said they had a film crew. Said they had, like, it was a news channel team going with them to do all this stuff. And it's like, okay, you're going to have a news channel team go with you to look at this house and you're not going to fake a ghost sighting?
Dude, like, you literally get, like, cult videos or cult pictures of people doing culty shit on Google Images, and I don't know, man. Like, Ed and Lorraine, dude, I have such a fucking, and that's why I'm excited that we're touching this topic before the new Conjuring comes out, because I want to fucking just shit on them.
I feel like a lot of people probably look at them as like superstars and shit, and it's like, no, they were kind of.
They're con artists.
There's a reason
They're
they were the
con
most.
artists.
Yeah, there's a reason they're the most famous ghost hunters, is because the most famous ghost hunters are the biggest con artists, you know?
And it's like not even, I mean, I would say second famous is Ghost Adventures, which I think they're somewhat truthful about shit just because I am a believer in ghosts and shit like that. But Ed and Lorraine Warren with the whole demonology shit, like, they're such con artists. And it literally leaves such a bad taste. The Conjuring coming out with its like 6th movie just makes me want to punch a child.
I think I knew earlier when I lost what I was going to talk about. I think I remember now. Ed. So when he would do these investigations and everything, it was just known that he would not tell people anything. He would not reveal, like, when they'd go into a house and people would ask him questions, he was like, nope, I'm not going to tell you guys about it. You know, it's very exactly what happened. I can't be too descriptive, and which is probably him saving his ass to not get caught in a lie or anything, you know? Like, it screams, I'm not going to fuck myself over by talking, you know? Anyone who's in that situation and actually dealt with ghosts would like, in a serious situation, if that was real, would probably be like, yo, that motherfucking ghost grabbed the knife out of my kitchen, and I fucking had to grab the fucking salt from my cupboard and just throw it at him, and then I killed it, and then I beat the ghost. Like, that's what I imagine, like, an actual ghost hunter would be like. Like, bro, like, it was fucking real. Thank God I had my fucking Christ stick on me. I stabbed that motherfucking ghost in the head, bro.
Have you ever seen Ghost Adventures?
That's
like
the ghost
Zach
show I
Baggins
want.
and shit like that? Like, he's like, yeah, this is a video of me attacking my cameraman because I feel like I was possessed by a ghost. And he literally, it's just like him holding his cameraman against the wall and like going to punch him in the fucking head. And the cameraman like moves a little bit and he punches the wall. He's like, yeah, this is me attacking my cameraman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen stuff like that.
I can act crazy on TV too. Huh.
Well, it's not even, dude, it's fucking his videos. Some of them are kind of fucking scary. Like,
I mean, they make them up to be. That's how people believe it so well, you know. Whether it's believed or true.
I don't think it's that. I think it's more of a like his show is like raw as fuck, as opposed to
Ed and Lorraine.
Yeah, 40 years later, we're gonna write a book and make a movie about it.
Right. That would be Michael. Would be the guy to just kill us all on the podcast. God damn it, Michael.
Yeah, what my hatchet ever do to you, dog?
I think we need a fucking funny ghost hunter show. You know, like there's one.
Dude, can you imagine if we made like an Ali A version fucking ghost hunter show and just like pitched it to Comedy Central?
Yes.
And it
Ali
popped
A?
off. Ali, like fucking Borat.
Oh,
Bruno.
Ollie G in the house.
Ollie G. Okay, yeah,
dude.
yeah.
So what we got here is we got some ghosts that's in the sewers, and we's about to go find them and see if we can make some luck pieces with them. You know what I mean?
We go to like actual.
Was that not
haunted
the best
houses.
Ollie G impression ever? God damn!
But like go to an actual haunted house,
Yeah.
like the Velisca Axmar house. Be like, all right, so what we got here is we're gonna put the axe on the wall. I'm gonna lay it underneath it. And if the ghost wants to fucking chop my neckers off, he's gonna chop my fucking neckers off, bruv.
Bro, that's
Won't have no glizzy anymore.
Dude, you think I'm gonna have a fucking glizzy? Nah, I'm not gonna have that.
nah, that respect. They got to have
That ghost has that respect that he's not gonna chop me off so I can have my glizzy.
Dude, we gotta dress like Ali G and like
Dude,
literally
I've literally have
Oh
an
my
Ali
God.
G costume upstairs.
Bro, that's the new thing is we gotta be Ali G ghost hunting. I don't think we could do anything else that would make us as successful.
We've got like 4 locations close by.
Let's do it.
Oh man, dude.
I'm imagining Michael in a tracksuit right now. It's making me fucking a little bit hard.
Walking down the halls of the
A little bit hard.
We all have to watch we have to just repeat
Independence
for a whole
Gator.
summer. We have to watch Ali G then just get into character.
I think I'm good. I think you're good. I think
I'm
Michael
not.
just needs to watch like 2 YouTube videos.
I just need to learn, dude.
You fucking walk down the hall.
We need to be.
You think you see the wheelchair going down the hall?
We need to be Ali G, and
But
then
it's
maybe
probably just
someday.
the win.
Think about that. Think if we did that someday, and then Ali G actually fucking came on and like hunted ghosts with us.
Oh,
I want him to hunt ghosts with us.
I
Think of how crazy.
thought you were talking about being on the podcast.
Oh no, the podcast is for people who can. I mean, dude, if Ali G came on the podcast, oh my god, I'd kill myself. I'd kill myself right now.
Yeah, I do it in front of them.
I'd do it same. Yeah.
All right. Yep. Well, we all got it settled. If LEG ever comes on, we're killing ourselves in front of him.
Or hunting ghosts. Or hunting ghosts.
Or hunting ghosts.
Or hunting ghosts.
Yeah, if we hunt ghosts with them, we'll kill ourselves in front of him.
Yeah,
too.
and then, dude, craziest story ever. Be like, dude, he's gonna be like, I don't know what they's all on about. They just did a ghost show like about 2 weeks ago, and now they out here like killing the mates and shit. Like, dude, let's go. I'm ready. Give me an outfit.
Just like the live stream just never ends.
Give me an outfit right now. Let's go, guys. That's
the next.
Well, the outfit costs like $110 on Adidas.com.
Yeah, what? I'll buy a different. Yeah, we all gotta have it different suits of his.
I think it'd be funnier if it was all matching. Just all
Yes,
all
all
black
black.
and white
Oh,
tri-stripes.
no. I feel like we gotta have the different. Dude, he's got some gnarly clothes as Ollie G. Dude, he has so many clips, so many. Oh man.
My favorite is the fucking tri-stripe tracksuit with the fucking leopard print button up underneath.
Yo, I don't know. He's worn so much crazy shit, dude. If I could ever just say hi to Sacha Baron Cohen, I'd fucking crap my pants.
He had a chance. He was in Iowa not that long ago.
Was he?
Like 2 years ago. So that was probably, yeah. If so facto, we're going to make it happen.
I don't think anyone else, all the new tubers are too young to understand Ollie G. XQC didn't even know who Ollie G was. And now everyone kind of actually probably does know who he is now. But we're gonna be the first. We're gonna be the first crew of Ollie G to go ghost hunting. So it's whatever. It is what it is.
I found the fucking wheelchair down the hall. It started fucking rolling towards me, so I ran away.
So I was smoking a blunt with my boys, yeah? And all of a sudden, I hear a guy from behind me ask me, can I hit that? And I turn around, and a bloke goes...
What you doing here, mate?
I don't fucking know. Dude, Ollie G ghost hunting. That's trademarked, right? Or would we get in trouble?
Nah, probably not.
Could we use that name in the title?
It's a fictional character, man.
Okay.
Fair use. Let's go.
All right. Well, catch us soon when we do our Ollie G ghost hunting adventures, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah.
All right.
Let's go ahead and end the show.
Yeah.
We'll catch you next week. Make sure you if you made it this far, you have no excuse other than to fucking hit the links down in the description. Follow us on Twitter at WKPod, Instagram at WKPodcast. Hit up our Patreon page, patreon.com/WKPod.
Right.
Hit up our website, WKPodcast.com. Fucking, what else we got? We got other shit. Fucking subscribe to the YouTube page, youtube.com/not-WKPod, because not a lot of you have subscribed yet. But subscribe to the YouTube page. You've made it this far. And yeah, I guess that's about it, right, boys?
Mm-hmm. We'll see you next week. Probably talk about whatever. Maybe we'll be dressed as
we'll see you on Monday this next week. All
right. Respect.
And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our whole society can we remove this sickness from our souls.
Those folks who were responsible have been held accountable.